Sir, actually we have divided the students into 6 teams, sir.
Yes.
So even the 6 teams are ready to present their projects, sir.
Okay.
So, but actually we have to go for 2 teams, sir. So the first team students are ready to give their demonstration, sir.
Okay.
So I'm handovering the mic to the first team students, sir.
Okay. Excellent.
Okay, sir.
మీరు మేడం మీ పేరు చెప్పలేదు మన 1 second give it back to her. మీరు అందరికి చెప్పాలి నాకు కాదు అందరు they should all know you so.
Sir, I'm Raghavanshi.
Raghavanshi. Excellent. And what do you teach there?
Sir, at present I'm dealing with data mining, sir, for final year students.
Got it. I know that you already told me that. I just wanted you to say it to everyone else too. That's fine. Great, great. So uh, give it to your students and let them present.
Okay,
Uh,
sir.
do you do you want to? Let me ask you this. Do you want me to record this meeting?
Yes, sir.
Okay, because that way, if you want to show it to other students later, that will come in handy. Let me see where the record button is. I'm going to select button record on the server. Okay, hold on. Okay, we are now recording mode.
Okay, sir.
You have
Good
to
morning.
state all the. Good morning. State all of your names one by one first.
Good morning to one and all. These are my friends, Shravani, Lavanya, Durga, and myself, Saubhagyam. Today we are here to give a glance over the online tutorials which connect students and tutors in a single platform. The main theme of this is to provide free online tutorials by the students who are interested in teaching as well as sharing their knowledge to the students who are willing to learn. Next. Coming to
You have
the
to zoom in.
agenda.
Yeah, you have to zoom in a little bit more. Tell your cameraman he has to zoom in a little bit more. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Perfect. Okay.
Coming to the agenda, these are the contents we are going to discuss. Next. Coming to the problem statement, there are many students or people who waste their time in doing unnecessary things like FB chatting. At the same time, some students wants to learn something. If they spend their time in teaching to the students who wants to learn, it will be very useful to the students. It will be greatly useful for both learners and tutors. Most of the students unable to learn because of lack of resources, due to lack of resources like money, etc. So
Okay.
this will provide free online tutorials without paying money. We can learn many things. So we named it as Tutorship India. Coming to the
What did you name it as?
Tutorship India.
Okay. Excellent. Good name.
Coming to the requirements, we have both functional and non-functional requirements. First, we will discuss about functional requirements. First, we have to gather the tutors who wants to teach. Next, we have to develop a website related to the tutorials, and we have to make awareness among the students who wants to learn by going to schools and colleges. Next, we have to schedule the tutorials because some tutors may be available at one time and some tutors may be available at another time. So we have to schedule the tutors. Coming to the non-functional requirements, at the same time, more number of students access these tutorials, so accessibility will be more. Then automatically performance will be more. Then reliability will also be more. The continuation will be followed by Durga. Thank you.
Welcome. Well done.
Thank you, Saubhagyam. Coming to the user story, here itself we are observing the live example. JNTUK provided a the online education system by the Pratap sir. It is the best example for the tutorship,
Who
online tutor.
provided that, you said? Who provided that example for you?
JNTUK provided, sir.
Oh, wow, excellent.
And we have another example. In IIT Mumbai, professors are giving the train for the trainers
Mhm.
to make away the technology, sir.
Got it. Okay. So can you ask your cameraman to zoom into the ER diagram a little bit more?
Sir.
Okay. S- Go to the left. Not go to the right then. Yeah, other side. So, okay, explain to me how you read the diagram there.
Coming to the year diagram, here we
Yeah.
have taken the three entities, courses, tutor, and learners. Coming to
Okay.
the tutor, here we have saved available at the morning or evening. According to their time, available time, we have to schedule their time.
Mm-hmm.
According to the teaching areas, they may interested in different areas.
Mm-hmm.
And we provide, they may have ID, teacher ID, name, and email ID. Coming to the
Mm-hmm.
courses, we have different courses like C, Java, and many students like social, maths, any subject. And according to the subject, we provide the course ID and description. Coming to the learners, here learners coming to the while logging, they have to provide name, ID, address, and mail ID to the for details to the education. Here we are observing the use case diagram. We have taken three actors: course administrators, students, and tutors. Here,
Mm-hmm.
course administrator has to manage the courses, topics, and they have to schedule the tutors' timings and the students' trainings. They have to assign the courses to the tutors and manage the tutors' information. And they have to schedule the calendars according to the availability. And tutors have the information and they have scheduled calendars and the interested subjects. And students can view the course calendar and they may choose the tutors according to the interested area. And that one, the section is continued by Miss Lavanya.
Thank you. Thank you, Durga. Now we are seeing that this is a website we are developing. We are developed. Here we are observing some of the tabs like home, accounts, students, tutors, institute, resources. Coming to home
Okay,
button,
ask him 1 second. 1 second. Ask him to remove the drop down. Is that a PowerPoint? Is that a real website?
it is a PowerPoint.
Oh, okay. That's fine. That's fine. And continue. So the top, what I am seeing on top is Tutorship India. That is the website.
This is the website
That
we
is
are.
the name.
Yes, sir.
Got it. Got it. Okay. Excellent.
Sir, coming to home button consisting all the information regarding to this website, like about the website, what are the contents in the website, like that. Coming to accounts, accounts tab will contain the information regarding to the students as well as the tutors who are willing to participate in this website. Coming to next tab, students. It contains the information about the student information like name, address, and their education, etc. Coming to tutors tab, it contains the information according to such tutoring jobs, register as a tutor, and find the students who are willing to participate in this website. And anyone who wanted to interest to invite their friends in this website, they can do such things also. Coming to institutions, here we are not only conducting this website for only limited number of institutions. We have many number of institutions all over the world. those institutions will be coming and participate in this session or program. They wanted to share their knowledge, and they wanted to if they want to learn something from these courses, they can allow in this tab. Those information will be maintained in this tab. Coming to resources, we are providing resources like advanced technologies which are coming in front of the future, and what are the technologies now we want to learn from the society, and they want to show they want to learn more number of subjects from the out of the syllabus. They can show it in the resource tab. Coming to next slide. We have future for every website. It contains some features, and also we have features like from the student side we have features like tutors, features for tutor and students. Coming to tutors features, they can manage the communication, because if anyone want to communicate in any one of the language, they can communicate in a single language if they are interested. By that they can manage their communication, and tutor can teach their subjects to learners who want to learn their subject. By that also we can manage the subject also. If you want coming to the time management, if anyone before this no, any student if they want to know some information according to any subject, they want to search it for in the web in the Google or any other search engine. So, to avoid this type of things, we can use this website. By using this website, we can manage time also. Coming to student features, student will learn their subjects from the tutors, and also they can share their knowledge to the other students who are not participating in this website. They can also we are providing free this website for free, so they can manage money also. If any student want any requirements for the future, they can post it. They can also use their post requirements, and we are very surely tell about that. Interaction session will be affected on the students. The next session will be continued by Shravan.
Thank you, Lavanya. Before going to conclude, we want to show you a video. Here is this video, just watch it.
ये कौन है? दीदी का कम्मा तो नहीं कर रहा है?
एक दिन सो गए तो मन चालू कर, समझा? टीवी नहीं काम कर चल। और ये हमारे देश के राष्ट्रपति कलाम जी है, सबसे बड़ा राजा। चलो जल्दी से हाथ चलाओ।
और जाते जाते हम आपको बता दें कि आज रात आप जरूर देखिए हमारी विशेष पेशकश महामहिम राष्ट्रपति डॉक्टर APJ अब्दुल कलाम की स्कूल के बच्चों से बातचीत रात 10 बजे हिंदी अनुवाद के साथ। आप इसे रेडियो FM पर भी सुन सकते हैं। लक्ष्मी, ले तेरा खाना आ गया।
महामहिम राष्ट्रपति कलाम आज लाखों करोड़ों बच्चों के प्रेरणा स्रोत हैं। जब वे स्कूल में थे तो स्कूल फीस देने के लिए वे अखबार बांटते थे। उनका विश्वास है कि इंसान अपने कर्म से अपनी किस्मत बदल सकता है। वे कहते हैं कि जिंदगी में सफलता 4 चीजों से मिलती है। पहला, जिंदगी का लक्ष्य तय करो। दूसरा, अच्छी शिक्षा, तीसरा कड़ी मेहनत और चौथा धैर्य। अब आपको तय करना है कि आप किस्मत के भरोसे रहेंगे या कर्म के भरोसे।
गंदे बर्तन साफ करता छोटू, ट्रक बस के ऑयल में सना हुआ छोटू, कचरे के ढेर में से खाना ढूंढता छोटू, मैडम के बच्चों को नन्हे हाथों से खिलाता छोटू, मालिक की डांट खाता छोटू, बाबा के कंधे पे बैठ मेला जाना चाहता है छोटू, माँ की लोरी सुनना चाहता है छोटू, टीचर की प्यार भरी डांट खाना चाहता है छोटू। छोटू को एक नाम चाहिए, छोटू के सपने को एक पहचान चाहिए, क्या आप देंगे? आदरणीय राष्ट्रपति साहब, थोड़ी लिखी बहुत समझना, चिट्ठी को तार समझ के जल्दी जवाब देना। मैं ढाबे में काम करने वाला एक बच्चा हूँ जिसकी जिंदगी आपने बदल दी। मैं समझ गया कि हर बच्चा लाल बहादुर शास्त्री बन सकता है और राष्ट्रपति कलाम भी बन सकता है। बस इतना ही कहना है और हाँ, थैंक यू भी बोलना है। आपका आज्ञाकारी स्टूडेंट कलाम।
Okay, friends, what you have observed from this? Okay, in this Abdul Kalam explains the basic needs of every children. By inspiring from Abdul Kalam, Chotu want to study, but he is unable to continue his education. So we want to help him, help the Chotus by from the Tutorship India. Our Tutorship India will provide you group learning without the need of face-to-face meeting, and it will help the poor children because we provide the free learning, and it will greatly help the development of the education system, and it will also there will be great scope to increase the research and inventions, and there will be increasing of learners through because we provide practical exposure. This is the quote of the day. Once you stop learning, you start dying. Any queries? Any queries?
What is your conclusion summary? The slide, can you zoom on your conclusion summary? The slide before that. Yeah, that was not in focus when you did that. Okay. Ask him to focus on that properly. Great. I'll unmute. Faculty members are welcome to ask questions. Uh, Anybody from JNTUE has any questions for them? Go ahead. JNTUE or their faculty members, anyone? So I have a question for you.
Okay, sir.
Okay. So, okay. Yeah, focus on the girls there. Uh, so 4 of you worked on that.
Yes, sir.
So if I were to ask you who did what, that was an excellent presentation, by the way. I'm very impressed.
I will gather the tutors by going to everyone, sir.
I did website development, sir.
Okay.
I created awareness among the students to learn.
I created the schedule and architecture designs.
Excellent, excellent. So each one divided the tasks. So who was the overall project manager for your project?
Everyone has taken. Everyone has taken a part, sir.
Okay. So did you create any kind of a project plan, like an Excel spreadsheet to say, hey, these are all the things that we need to do and by this day we should finish? Did you have any kind of a project plan template that you used?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. So what was the project plan template? Was it an Excel sheet or is it? How did you maintain your project plan?
We planned Excel sheet, sir, but next time we will present, sir.
No, no problem. That's why I'm asking you these questions, not because I'm trying to be tough. I'm in the process. I'm trying to tell you that these are all the kind of things that you do when you're doing projects. Okay, now, and then generally in projects, everyone does not do everything. Okay, so each one has very clear defined roles and responsibilities.
Yes, sir.
But here I can understand for a class project, yes, all of you have to learn all these things, so you do it together. Have you done any kind of a whiteboarding? Whiteboarding means like you are brainstorming in a classroom some kind of a conference room, and you use the whiteboard to draw pictures and all that. Have you done any of those things? One second, let me mute. Murthy garu naku మీ చక్రవర్తి గారు నాకు మూర్తి గారి వాయిస్ వస్తుంది. Can you ask him? All able. Murthy garu, we are all able to hear you. Okay, let's. Okay. Okay, continue GEC. So the question that I asked was, when you were discussing these things, did you draw any pictures? How did you do your brainstorming?
Yes, sir. In our hostel, we help the juniors by explaining in overview, sir.
Okay, to
We
your
did a
juniors,
survey.
huh?
Yes, sir. We did a survey by going to everyone, sir, in my hostel.
Oh wow, that's impressive. So them with some cookies or something like that for them to participate in your survey.
Yes, sir.
That's good. That's excellent. I'm very happy that I think, okay, what are the lessons that you learned? Was the class useful to you to do this project?
Sir, yes, sir,
Did
it
you?
is very useful to me, sir. To us, all of us, sir.
So are you really going to implement that website later?
Yes, sir. We will definitely, sir, in next semester, we will definitely do it, sir.
Okay, okay, cool. Good job. I'm very proud of you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you for giving me this opportunity, sir.
Welcome anytime. You should thank your faculty members there because I think they guided you very well. Chappan madam.
Sir, now I shall move on to the next team, sir.
Okay.
మా నెక్స్ట్ టీం వాళ్ళు రండి. మా మిగిలిన వాళ్ళు Sir, I'm handing the mic to the students, sir.
Excellent. Go ahead.
A pleasant morning to everyone. I'm Gnanajyoti Potana, and here are my friends Divya, Maunisha, and Akila. Now we are going to present about village adoption.
Nice. I like the title slide.
Coming to the problem statement, it gives us what all the measures we need to take when we actually adopt a village. It's like we are converting or transforming the villages into a city where we provide all the facilities which a city actually has. It actually includes all the infrastructure, drainages, roads, etc. And now the further section would be continued by Maunisha.
Requirement analysis. Requirement analysis plays a critical role in any success of a project. Here are some present users of village adoption like Narendra Modi, Rajnath Singh, etc. User stories. User stories.
Go back to that slide. Go back to your slide. How come you don't have the latest hero Mahesh Babu there?
Actually, sir, they have put that, sir. But I told them to please remove that because it belongs to the movies. So I've told them to.
I think students, you should know your teacher is very sincere, too sincere. She's not like me. Okay.
Here comes some user stories. User stories are the specified description of the requirement. We have just represented as a I want to show that. For example, if we take tech lead, as a tech lead, he want to improve farming techniques so that yield increases.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Business analyst, he want to establish solar power plants so that now no power shortage will be there in any village. So next we'll continue by Divya.
Thank you, Monisha. ER diagrams are used to we use ER diagrams database. In ER diagrams, we have entities and the relationships and the attributes. The entities we have used entities are organization members, village, and database. We establish relations between the entities. Here, organization members
interacts with the village, and they maintain the database of the villages. Yeah, the organization member entities includes member name, ID, and all. Village have attributes like name, population. Coming to database, we can store and retrieve the details from the database. Coming to the various components we include in this project are team members in the village and the problems like transportation facilities, irrigation, sewage system, power management, and all. Next slide will be continued by Akila.
Actually, a process flow is visually documenting the various stages.
Good morning, Andi. Cheppandi.
What they're expecting. So the sub team is going to do that, and they're going to solve each and every problem like that, and they're going to establish dream village. For the villages, and we have named our project as Dream Village, and we have created home and missions in our programs, which tells our missions and our programs. This is useful not only to know the problems, but also to take valuable feedback from the villagers. That will be helpful for our improvement in any facilities. And finally, I conclude, village adoption not only improves the level of education, but also it cultivates the people character. And as our contribution to citizen, and any queries?
Okay, I'll wait for the faculty members to ask questions. Other faculty members, anyone else? Your fellow students. By the way, in GEC, there are other students in the classroom. You are welcome to ask questions of your project team members there. Nobody has any questions? They all want to be nice to each other so that you all look good. Okay, let me ask a question. Who did what? Explain to me your roles, each one of you.
Sir, actually, we took an equal part in doing the project. I myself went with the user stories. I interviewed many people. I just asked what would the requirements you need to have for a dream village of yours. Then they said
what type of people you interviewed?
It's like
they are students.
Yes, sir. Actually, some of our students, some of our faculty members, and the people who are, I mean to say, other non.
Very good, very good. That's very nice. So, what was the reaction when you were asking all of these things?
It's like
did they say? Did they actively participate, or did they say don't waste our time?
It's not like that, sir. But some of them actually said what are the problems they've been facing in the village, and they just gave a list of it, and we just mentioned it in our user stories.
That's your role. What about rest of the team members?
I have did that process flow, sir.
Very good, very good.
Myself, I have designed user interface.
So you had a nice clean division of responsibilities there.
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. So let me on two things here for the benefit of the entire class. Okay.
Okay.
Now remember, this is another excellent project. I could clearly see the effort that went into it. But when I do some constructive critique, that's only as a collective learning experience. Okay. If I have to grade this project, I would still give an A grade to that. Okay. So let's go to the slide with the user stories. Okay, zoom in on the first column, the tech lead and all that. Okay. Now, so the first column, what you are assuming are they are the users, right? So these
Yes,
are
sir.
the users.
There are actually our team members, sir. So
Okay.
actually, the team will contain. Uh, they will see the farming techniques, and the business analyst he'll see the power. There will be no problem with the power shortages, and and with the medical consultant, he'll be seeing the hospitals, and he'll be knowing correct information about that. So the team members must contain all the specialists in all areas.
Specialist. Okay. So these are not really uh, the term user stories may not be the right term to use here, right? What are user stories? User stories are saying that when I develop a right?
Yes, sir.
And what do they do with the system? Correct. So you are saying the users of this system, adopt a village system, is a tech lead, and they would do the improve farming techniques. Is that what you mean by that?
Yes, sir.
Okay, that's what you mean by that. Okay, it's a different way of looking at it. Uh, why should only tech lead look at that? Why can't anyone else look at that?
Because he's the one who knows about the farming techniques.
Okay, got it.
Maybe
Okay.
maybe other one knows, sir, but better than them.
Okay, that's what you mean by that. Okay, that's good. That's fair. Let me write something in the whiteboard. Can I take the ball away from you for a second?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I'll make you present in a second. Give me a second. Okay, so you have adopted a village. So I'm looking at it as so you have this website and you have all of these things, right?
Yes, sir.
So I'm saying who are the users of the system? Okay. First thing I would say, uh, users of the system are okay. Coordinator. Okay. That means if the village has let us say if the village is, they all get together and say, hey, let's have a library, right? The coordinator then goes to the website and says, here is my village and we need a library, correct?
Okay.
Then on the other side of the coin, you have a sponsor. Let's say I'm sitting here in the USA. I want to access your website and I want to sponsor a project in a village. Sponsor that. Got it?
Yes. Yes.
Third one. So these are the primary, 1 and 2 are the primary users. right?
Okay, sir.
The village coordinator enters the needs of the village. And the sponsors projects in a village, right? Other users such as system administrator, because they have to configure the system, they have to develop the system and all that, correct? Got it? So do you see the users that I'm listing here? They are different from the users that you have listed in your user stories?
Yes, sir. Sir, actually,
Go ahead.
those can be from the villages itself. I mean, so
Correct.
what we mentioned.
You already mentioned. So in your user stories, when you say tech lead, I'm trying.
Like he'll be knowing all the technologies, even related to farming, which can
Correct.
be
So
implemented.
which can be implemented. So you're saying that, uh, but those are the users. Are they the users of the system that you are building, or they are? Let's say if somebody sponsors a project in irrigation things, the tech lead would go and do it. That's what you are saying.
He's the one who explains the latest technologies to farmers and helps them to improve their farming.
Somehow you have to map those users and these users into one thing. I mean, we'll not solve the problem here, but I just wanted to give you an idea. When you are explaining this to the stakeholder, you should be able to figure it out. Stakeholders don't understand. If you go to talk to a village head, if you tell him tech lead and business analyst and IT analyst, do you think the village head would understand what those things mean?
Not exactly, sir.
Correct. So that is the type of critical evaluation. Uh, so most of these user stories, when you do it, put it in the language that the actual user of the system would understand.
Okay.
Okay, but what you have done is not wrong. It's a different perspective. That is required too. Okay. Okay, now let's go to the ER diagram. Okay, focus on the ER diagram. Focus on the entity. You had a rectangular box called database. Okay. So let me give you some insight into that.
Okay.
To create that entity database there. Did we lose the audio or are you there? Okay, I cannot hear any audio from.
So actually this database is for storing the details of village The details may be in number of houses, number of families, and men, women, number of men, women, and the user can retrieve information about the facilities we are providing from the database also, sir. So we have mentioned
Correct.
stores and retrieves, sir.
So it's really what you're trying to design and implement. Again, I will take the ball away from you, make myself a presenter. I want to bring out some point there.
Okay, sir.
Okay, I'm now the presenter. Let me put something here in text. How did we define an entity? Anything in
It
the
is a
problem
real-time object.
about which we want to track some information. Okay, very simple. That is relevant to the problem that you're trying to solve is an entity. Whenever you're doing ER diagram, you always go back to your classic student information system, right? In a student information system, in the university environment, right? Where there are students about which we want to keep track of information, right? The student ID, name, what year they are there, which branch they are in, and all that, right? Similarly, we want to keep track of faculty, right? And we want to keep track of course, right? Now, if you apply that question, say, what is it that I want to keep track of database? Does that question make sense? Does that question make sense to you? What do I want to keep track of database? If I'm sitting there and if I have to answer that question, I say, yeah, I can keep track of the version number of the database. It's Oracle 10.2, all that. But is that relevant to the problem that I'm trying to solve? Remember, I said, what do you want to keep track of with respect to your problem that you're trying to? Technically speaking, you should not put a database as an entity there. Got it? So when in doubt, you say, whenever you create an entity, say, what is it that I need to keep track of? You ask that question, then you would never go wrong with an ER diagram. Now, I do not know how databases was taught there. Even in this country, whenever I teach ER diagram, I see a lot of students making that mistake. Right? Simple rule of thumb. Hey, what is it that I want to keep track of about this concept? Let's say if I'm designing an auto repair shop, okay, automating, scheduling cars for, now there are a lot of cars in India, right? They all go to the mechanic shop, right? And you see the mechanic bringing up some billing system, right? In an auto repair shop online. So when I'm designing that system, the customer is an important entity. Car is an important entity because I need to keep track of the car, right? Make, model, history of the repairs and all that. So apply that criteria. Okay, great. But other than that, I talk to them about these things.
Yes, sir. Actually, even they are really very enthusiastic, and they keep on speaking about this village adoption, sir.
Excellent. So maybe what you should do I already heard a lot of great things about GEC. And then your madam who's sitting there, she's already an expert in data mining. Maybe she can guide you to really implement a GEC driven Adopt a Village complete website.
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. Okay, you can give it to your madam now.
Sir, so these are the two teams, sir.
Excellent. How many students? You had a whole bunch of students though, right?
Sir?
You selected these two teams to present today?
No, sir. No, sir. Even our 6 teams are ready to present, sir.
Hmm?
6 teams are ready, sir, but based on the topics, I have just told them to present their project.
We don't have any other student groups from other colleges today. They are all in either exams or campus placements. That's a shame, right? Because they missed some great presentations from GEC today.
Thank you, sir.
Very nice. I'm very impressed. Okay, so the credit goes to the faculty members there who guided them excellently. I appreciate that. It's truly a collaboration between us. So fantastic job. Now, did you provide them any snacks this morning?
Yes, sir.
I
Yes,
did
sir,
not
I've
see
had
any.
it.
Huh?
Actually,
My students some snacks, sir.
Okay. How about we take a 2-minute break? I'll get a coffee. Good morning, Andy. I actually see students there now. Excellent. I thought they had something today. Okay. Are your students anyone ready to present anything?
Actually, they are preparing for their exams on Monday. Today,
Tappakunda and anytime. Good luck on all of your exams there.
Yes, thank you.
I put a link in the, I know you joined a little bit later. I put a link in the chat. Somewhere here I have it. Yeah, there it is. Students, you can take a look at it. It was a presentation that I gave on cybersecurity at Berkeley. We call it a public lecture here where the public in the Bay Area can come and listen to the lecture. So I give an introduction to cybersecurity there. If you are interested. Tirumalogar, any impressions on the presentations given by GEC? Go ahead and share your thoughts.
ER model has to utilize a lot. Since I felt like, and apart from that, I really like the way the practice was I really love the way it was written. There is a lot of spirit in the presentations. I think the Russian
Maybe we are getting some static. Check your microphone if that is working.
Is it audible?
It's not. It is not very clear. There's some kind of an echo. There's some echo when you're talking.
Now is it audible, sir?
It is perfect now.
Yeah, yes, sir. The presentation was very nice, sir. I really liked it. I felt that the students can refine more on the ER diagram.
Correct.
Otherwise, the presentation and the preparation is very nice. So the conversion portion,
I'm sure
I think they should focus a lot, sir. How do the even the other part I wanted to listen from them. How do a ER model can be converted to relational table? I was expecting that PPT also.
Oh, I see. Okay, good. That's a good thing. So let's ask the students.
Because if the attribute is there, sir, for
I'll
example,
put the question here.
Multi-valued attribute is there. Now, multi-valued attribute in the year model, I will write as a multi-valued. That's the colleges with your permission.
Absolutely, I agree. I completely agree. How to map ER diagram to
Relational table.
Yeah, everything is relational now, right? So we'll
Yes, sir.
just call it database tables. Okay.
Yeah, database tables. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Actually, that's a very let us spend a few minutes on that. It's a very interesting topic. Okay.
Sir.
And it's a very easy way to map it. I do not know how much you learned in the database classes, right? Remember, we had this entity called we had students. Sorry, this is a very clumsy. What I will do, let me open up a PowerPoint and show you. Let me ask JNTUV students there, since I'm seeing their picture. Students, how many of you know how to map a ER diagram to a real, as Thirumal Garu asked? Just raise your hands if you know it.
Please. Come here, please. Please come.
I'm actually going to be sharing a screen. Give me a second.
Sir, my name is Adriti. One sir.
Let me share my screen here. Give me a second. Screen share application Microsoft PowerPoint. Okay. I'm sharing a PowerPoint screen. Let me know when you see it. Do you see my PowerPoint screen here?
Yes.
Okay, good. Let me close the other PowerPoint to save. Okay, let me also make sure my chat window is open if somebody is putting anything there. Actually, okay, this is good enough. So the students are in the front. So I'll draw an ER diagram here. Let me just make this design, not design, layout. Just an empty blank. Okay. Now I'm going to create a text box here. Now text box on I can't. Home new slide. I do not know why it did not show my text box here. Bear with me. I'm trying to see. There it is. Okay. So I have an entity here called student. Okay. I will create different things here. I don't know why the box didn't come. I had a box there, right? Let me, okay. Why I'm not, okay. I'm not drawing it correctly, but give me a second. Let me do it again. Bear with me for a minute. Then we will talk about that. Box shapes. Okay, let's take this. Okay. Edit text. I'll say student. Okay, I got it. Can you see that?
Yes, sir.
Okay, great. Okay, so let's call other box as faculty. This one is courses. Okay, and then I will draw an arrow between students and faculty. Ikkada arrow ekkada undi ikkada. Let's see, where is the arrow? Today I can't find anything here. Text box, there's an arrow somewhere, right? Ekkada line untundi kada. Can you see lines here anywhere? Where are the lines here? I can't see lines anywhere. Wow. No text lines. I can't see lines here anywhere. That's surprising. Insert line. Some my PowerPoint here. Do you see the lines icon anywhere? Okay, there. Okay, there you go. I was just being sloppy. Students, I'll say from faculty, I go to students. Okay. And then I draw one more line like that from students to courses. Okay. And then I can take one more line. Where did my shapes go? Here, arrange shapes. I draw one more line. Okay. This is an ER diagram. You agree?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So faculty members, I'll create the relationship here. I will say faculty members advise. Remember, I taught you the principles of how to draw, right? I always annotate the arrows. I read it in the direction of the arrow. I say faculty members advise students. Faculty member teach courses. So if I go here, sorry, not shapes. If I go here, I say faculty members teach courses. Okay, and students enroll in courses. Let's put that last one too. Enroll in antara akkada me register antara. Register antar meer akkada, yeah. Register for courses. Okay. Now the only other thing remaining is we need to put the cardinality, right? Faculty member can advise many students. Agree?
Yes, sir.
Faculty members advise many. So I'll put a M relationship there. And then each student has one faculty member as an advisor. Okay, I'm putting that restriction there. You will have one main advisor. Okay. Okay, let me move that here. Okay, students register for many courses. You agree?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so I'll take that. I put many courses. Students register for many courses. Each course will have many students. You agree? So we will create a text box. Instead of calling it M, we call it N, right? You never want to. Okay. Faculty member teaches many courses, right? Every semester you teach 2 or 3 courses. So what happens is that will be faculty member teach many courses. Each course, let's assume for the sake of argument, okay, we have a complete ER diagram. Okay. Now, one of the 4 students tell me From this, what would be the database tables? We can list them here. I can create a text. I can create a text box here, expand it, and say edit text. Okay, what would be the tables here?
There are three tables, sir.
Okay, what are the three tables?
Student table, faculty table, and courses table, sir.
Uh, Camera పోయింది మీది అక్కడ. I'm not seeing anything. Okay, so you'll create a student table. And then you'll create a faculty table, and you'll create a course table, right? Okay, um, that's it. Agree with him, raise your hand. Maybe if you raise your hand, he'll treat you to some nice lunch or beer, after the class. I can see only the boys raising their hands. Is any girl agreeing with him? I don't see any girl in JNTUV agreeing with him. Maybe you had some fight with them, man. You should be nice to them. Then they'll agree with you, right? Okay. Since there are people who did not agree with him, they didn't raise the hand, then tell me what is wrong with that. There are people who did not. ఒకళ్ళని ముందరకు రమ్మండి who did not raise their hand. GC, I'll give you a chance too. You bear with me for a few minutes. What is the unique ID for student, by the way, in your database? Is somebody coming forward?
Student will be the primary key in student tables.
Student ID is the primary key. Okay.
That's
I'll call it SID. Okay, student ID. And what is the
okay.
primary key for faculty? Faculty ID.
Faculty. Okay.
What is the primary key for course ID? Course ID.
Okay, sir. Course name.
Correct.
Correct.
Okay. Okay, fair. So, did any student come forward to say this design is wrong? Since there are a lot of people who didn't raise their hands. నేను చెప్పాలా ఆన్సర్?
Okay, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. I think this design is incomplete.
Yes, sir.
I'll tell you why. Okay.
We have to put the relations between the tables, sir.
Yeah. How do you implement the relationships? So for a one-to-one relationship, if you understand this rule, you will never go wrong with this. Let me draw another text box here. Expand it and say edit text. When you have one-to-one relationship, what do you do for one-to-one relationship? You take the primary key foreign key in the other entity. Okay, you are able to see my screen still?
Yes, sir. We are seeing.
Okay, okay. It's like, for example, one to one. If I suddenly add a thing called, let me add one more box here called car. Okay. Why I didn't get the box? Okay, because I did not draw the box. I drew something else. Okay. Let me delete this. Car or let's call it అక్కడ ఇండియాలో మొబైక్స్ అంటారు కదా చాలా. Most of the students have mobike or okay. I don't know if I spelled it correct or wrong, or should I call it motorcycle or a scooty? Scooty, I think that's what they call, right? Okay. So this is a one-to-one relationship, right? Each student will have one scooty or motorcycle, and each motorcycle or scooty is owned by one student, right? So if I draw a shape here, so each student owns the relationship. You will have one more attribute there in the student table. Remember, this is a table, right? And the table would be, I would call it uh, mobile ID. Okay. I put it there. Remember, we'll have one more table here called mobile. Okay. Or motorcycle. That's what I mean by that. Okay. So for one relationship, the rule is take the primary key from the one side and put it as a foreign key on the inside table. Inside. I'll just call it inside entity. That means, let's see, where is the one-to faculty member advises students, right? Let's take the relationship. What does the one-to-m say? Take the primary key from the one side, ante faculty side nunchi. One ikkada undi kada. You understand?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So what is the primary key of the faculty?
Faculty ID.
FID. FID, right? So here you put FID in the table. Got it? Let me implementation of the relationship. Okay. Now here is the tricky part. So for one-to-one, one-to-m, whatever the student said is absolutely right. Where his solution fails is for m to n, what do?
We have to create an extra table for.
Exactly, you got it. You have to create an extra table.
And put the both primary keys in the
Correct. And put both
primary keys as
primary
foreign keys.
Yeah, I mean, together those two keys become the main key. Primary key in the extra table. Got it? So that is, and we have this, see, this students enroll in many courses and each course has many students. That's an M2N relationship. So what you do here, you create another table called course underscore student table. And what do you take there? The course ID.
Student ID.
And the student ID. Okay. Okay. Does everyone understand that from GEC and JNTUV, because those are the two places where there are students today? Database teacher would have told you these things. You probably would have forgotten. That's what it is. How do you know? Do you know why we do like that? Because if you don't do it like that, you would not be able to answer certain queries. There's a theory behind it. Typically here in my final exam, I give these types of questions to students. I say, okay, one to one, you say take the key from any side and put it on the other side. Why? Explain why. Right? If you don't do it like that, you would not be able to answer questions. With one other thought though. If I have an attribute called GPA, not GPA, grade. Sorry, grade. I'm just writing here. Grade as a attribute. Okay. Where would you put the grade attribute? Grade ante తెలుసు కదా marks.
Yes, sir.
We call it A grade, B grade, right? Where would that attribute go? Can someone tell me?
In student tables.
It goes in the student table. How many of you agree with him? You all agree? It goes to the student table. You are all agreeing to that?
Yes, sir.
Wow.
Also, we may provide grades, sir.
So there's only one grade attribute. Where would it go? Would it go into the student table or would it go into the course table?
Student table, sir.
Okay. That is incorrect.
In extra table, it goes to extra table.
Okay, put the camera on the guy who said that it goes into the extra table. So whoever said that it goes into the extra table, that is the right answer. Okay. But so where would I put the grade attribute? I would put it on the relationship, because a student taking course 1 would get grade 1. That is how it should read it, right? If I put it in student, it's meaningless. Student grade 1 doesn't make sense, right? Student enrolled in course 1, right? If I have to write it here as a text, let me write as text. Shapes. Student 1 enrolled in course 1. So this is an attribute of the relationship. Now, when you put an attribute to the relationship, when you implement the ER diagram, where you're implementing the relationship, that grade has to go to the appropriate table. Since the grade is associated with both students and courses, what is the table associated with both students and courses? That is here. That's why the grade attribute goes CID, SID, grade. Got it? So now it's easy, right? In this table, I have course 1, SID 1, grade 1. See that? Nothing to memorize there. It's all very logical. If you ask questions, and if you get the right answers from the table, your design is right. If you get the wrong answers from the table, your design is slightly incorrect. That needs to be modified. Okay. Tirumala garu, did that satisfy your question, Andy?
Sir, really speaking, sorry, I could not attend this small lecture because of admin work.
No
I
problem.
feel the students are happy about this.
Okay, that is the important thing. Okay, great. Okay, GEC, did your students eat your snack now?
Yes, sir.
Excellent. So Tirumala garu, ఇప్పుడు చెప్పండి మీరు, you said something about your students will do some presentation later or something
Yes, sir.
after after all their exams are over.
Yes, sir. They'll be doing after next Sunday, sir. Any date
Next
which is
Sunday.
feasible for you, sir.
No, I'm available any day of the week. You just
Yes,
send me an email, coordinate it with Murthy garu and Chakravarti garu. Let me know
Sure.
whatever day works for students, it will work for me.
Sure, sir. I'll let you learn, sir, within 3 or 4 days.
Perfect, perfect. So if Murthy garu is there, if he wants to say any few words before I wrap up, any students are welcome to talk to. We are done with the course. Hope you learned something useful, because first and foremost, your faculty members there. You are very lucky because Thirumal Garu was there and the madam was there and Murthy Garu. There are so many faculty members there. So hopefully you had some good learning experiences. Murthy Garu, if you're still there, you're welcome to say a few words. I know you have to go to a meeting, you said. I can't see the participants here. Maybe he's not there. Thirumal Garu, you want to say anything, Andy? Before we wrap up, I'll conclude with something.
Sir, yeah, actually, it's a wonderful journey, sir. Students felt really, it's so that they can prepare it. In the meanwhile, any doubts are there? Can they post you on the Lensu, sir, for any other doubts?
They can post it there. They can also email me.
Sure, sir.
They all,
I'll
they all
communicate
have
them.
my email.
Sir.
Everyone has my email, and I'm usually a 24/7 person, so I very rarely sleep. So email me anytime, and you will get an answer probably right away. Okay.
Sure, sir. So
let's see.
Chappan.
Chappan, go ahead. Chakravarti garu, you said you were going to talk about something about awards.
Looking for
and all that.
you to speak, sir.
Not sure if he's there or not. Let me mute him. Aditya, okay. So students, I just wanted to leave you with one final thought. Instead of copying it on the whiteboard, let me just show it here. Don't know if this is one of the great things that I like. You see that quote here? That Lao Tzu is a Chinese philosopher and all that. Really like that. Most of my lectures I conclude with this quote. Right? A journey of 1,000 miles must begin with a single step. Software engineering course that we have taught collectively. I don't say I taught that. Remember, it's Tirmal Ragaru, me, Murthy Garu. We all contributed to sharing our knowledge and experiences with all of you. So hopefully you will think of it as your first step towards a wonderful journey. If I saw based on GEC projects, I can tell you they're off to a great start. They are very enthusiastic. They actually went and conducted surveys with the students and faculty and the admin staff. I was very impressed. I never asked for that. Right? That is what these types of courses do, right? I also want to leave you with one more thought, with a nice story that I'll share. Starbucks, or what do you call it, coffee house or some big chain. So here I was sitting in a Starbucks one day. Starbucks is always my favorite working place. Whenever I have to do something important, I go sit there and do my work, away from kids, away from wife, away from everyone, right? So one day somebody, the Starbucks guy came and gave me a nice tall mocha. You know mocha, right? Mocha with whipped cream. Uh, then he said, "This is for you." I said, "That's great. I'm getting a free drink from Starbucks. I didn't ask for it, right?" And then the Starbucks guy told me, "Look at that guy there. He gave it to you." So then that person came. Apparently, I was his professor in a class teaching some of these things. I was teaching object-oriented technology, software engineering. So he was applying all of those things, and he became a nice superstar in his company. So when he was also there, he saw me, he immediately ordered some things because all my students know that I drink coffee and tea. Of course, now I stopped drinking coffee, right? You saw me drinking tea here. So that is one benefit I have of teaching. So if you find me in Starbucks somewhere, you come to USA, you find me somewhere, you are always welcome to order tea or coffee for me and get it delivered when you're all highly successful. Okay? That's it, Andy. I'm concluding my thing here.
One just last remarks, sir, if you permit.
Chappan.
So, for ER model, I request that students can even use the CS Erwin tool also. They can just check it out. 30 days trial version is
Absolutely.
available. That will be pretty useful for just exposing themselves to ER models.
Absolutely. I agree. And happy, let me put that here. How can I forget that, right? Give me 1 second. Uh, let me go back here. Whiteboard. I want to see the whiteboard.